Okay guys, so I want us to look at what's going on with gold. Okay, so today we got a sharp move up on gold, which was the results of the DXY faking out here and then dropping back below, and we can see that we are trading below this support now, which we made first retest, second retest, and now looking at the imbalance 1 hour time frame. You can see that we have a strong support below here, and also where we are stuck now on the DXY, we have a strong resistance zone there. Okay, not just this downtrending one, but also this level here. So looking at the DXY on a daily time frame, we can see that we broke this zone here, which we haven't come and retested on it, and judging by how we are reacting towards this area here on the market, we can be sure that we are looking for a continuous move to the downside, which might come and finish this step down here before we go up. Okay, but when we are coming for this step down here, we know that gold might be going for a sharper move to the upside. Okay, we might be going to the upside on gold. So now let's go ahead and look at how the gold chart is looking. Okay, perfect. So we won't even need to waste that much of a time when we get to talk about gold. So you might remember that on gold I'm looking for nothing rather than seeing gold pushing or making a push all the way to the upside there. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking for this area here. So what we currently have here now, we no longer have just like a lower high. Okay, we can see the here on the previous day's high we managed to make a market structure shift because we broke above and then we close above. So where we are trading now, we can see that it's below the 50% of the current day. This is the current day's low, and then this is the high of it. We opened here and then we trade going to the downside, and then we created the low and then we created the high. Okay, so we could see that we see the similar thing on the this day. This day here it had like its previous day low down here and then the previous day high above there. Okay, and then we can see the market trading below the 50% after the opening, come to this 1 hour order block, and then we bought from there to take out the previous day high. Okay, which was a good drop there. The sell was violent, it was good, and then it held all the way down. Okay, so now we're gonna be looking at this area here, which is the current price. Okay, let's go to our 15 minutes time frame. So this was the liquidity that we swept above here. Okay, we swept this liquidity above here, and then we do have a 4 hour order block where we rejected. Okay, right where we rejected here, which was this candlestick here. Okay, you see this candlestick here, this candlestick is also playing out as the 4 hours order block. I'm gonna clone this line here and then just drag it below like that, and then when we go back to our 15 minutes, you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, you can see that's where we went up and then we tapped into, and then we started dropping just like that. Okay, we tapped inside the 4 hours order block, and then we'll go for this quick drop here. But enough about that. So now looking at where the DXY is, remember they do correlate, okay, inversely. Okay, so this is the core correlation. We can see where the DXY is sitting. It's sitting on an area of a resistance and a fair value gap, which means that we are going to be looking for a drop on it. That's what we are going to be looking for. Unless it breaks and then retest, we are focused on sells when we are looking at the DXY. And also the other thing that we need to be on a watch out for is the yields. Okay, so looking at the yields where they are now, let's look at the 4 hours. This is the 4 hours of the yields. We can see how they come and rejected here on the moving average there, and then I was expecting them to come and test here first before we continue. Okay, but it seems like we managed to get a breakout, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna try to extend this. Yes, seems like we managed to get a breakout on the yields there. Okay, but the question is, do we actually have a breakout or a fake out? That we are gonna be on a watch out for that. But if this break is gonna stick, it's gonna mean that this zone here is gonna come in play. Okay, we're gonna see this zone here in play, which means that the market will continuously push the upside, which is gonna affect gold somehow. If the yields are pushing up, then it's gonna also mean that our DXY will also have the similar chance of breaking above here and then holding and then continue pushing up, which means that we are gonna continue dropping on gold. Okay, but if we are gonna be dropping on the dollar index, then we are gonna be buying here. Okay, but what I didn't want to see, it's what ended up happening, which was closing below the 50% of the daily range, which does signal continuous selling momentum. Okay, which means that we are gonna be looking for selling opportunities above here. Okay, any tap that we're gonna get above here, we are gonna be looking for sales from that. Okay, so we just have to look and see where we can get that, and then we can see here on the 30 minutes we do have this imbalance which is holding above. Okay, we have that imbalance there. Okay, we have this FVG here, which means that if we are gonna react here, we are only gonna respond to this and then a continuous drop to take out this previous day low here, because what happened, we took its high but we couldn't take its low. We sold and then we go below 50%, which was the discount zone, which we know always when we hit the discount zone we look for buying opportunities. And then we saw this 1 hour order block here come into play, but we couldn't take out the low of this day. Okay, but the high was taken out and then we closed back inside the range, which means that there's no bullish displacement there. So what we are going to be looking for, it can just be a push up and then a correct move to the downside. Okay, so actually what I mean about this, small push down, a push up, which can come and react right around that area, and then from there we are gonna be looking to take out this day's low here. That's what we are gonna be focused on. Okay, we're gonna be focused on this. Moving on. Okay, I believe this is what we are gonna be on a watch out for. Even if we go to our 15 minutes time frame, you can see we are seeing the similar thing there. We are still gonna be seeing the similar thing there, which I believe that this is what we are gonna be going for right here. So looking inside here on this area, we can see that this is where we got our market structure shift for these cells to be on play. Okay, for this market to start selling from there, that's where we got our market structure shift. Okay, and then we can see that we do have an order block above. Okay, beside this one here, I see this one here, so I believe that we can reject here. Okay, we can come for this FEG but end up tapping slightly above it, where we're gonna trigger the order block and then started selling from there. So this is exactly what we are to be looking for, heading for the coming day. Okay, so going for the coming day, I believe this is what we are gonna be on a lookout for. Okay, this is gonna be our trades for this coming day. So if you're gonna be looking for any movement for the coming day, which is gonna be Thursday, this is the movement for Thursday. Okay, this is gonna be the Thursday move. So here we are going to be looking for a trade during the opening around here. Pardon me, I need the bullish one. We're going to be looking for a trade around inside here with the stop loss just below, and then we are going to be targeting just above here. Okay, so these are the things that I'm gonna be going for. Looking forward to this coming day. Those are the trades that I'm gonna be on the lookout for. Okay, those are my trades to go for. I'm not gonna be looking for anything else. Just gonna be focused on what I see right now on the charts. Okay, so this is my next move on gold. This is what I'm gonna be focused on when we're looking at gold for Thursday. Okay, I will see you on another video, guys.